Greeting classmates and Dr. Tillman. This is my PowerPoint presentation on nursing home evaluation and presentation. The objective of the presentation is to have the experience to visit or speak with someone from long-term care in the view as a future healthcare administration. And I also compared what was found in my nursing home checklist for caregivers to find the best environment for older and disabled adults. Another part of my projected objective was based on the information provided from the facility to show vast improvements, or if any, find elements that can be added to the nursing home facility to make it better. The name of the facility that I evaluated was Fountains at the Albemarle, and is located in Tarboro, North Carolina. Some of the basic information that I found was that the facility is covered under both Medicare and Medicaid, although there were a few rooms that are not covered under Medicaid that are only privately paid for. There is a current administrative on site. They actually do have beds available. It's in close proximity to friends and family. Residents have policies to follow. There are no charge for haircuts, but extra charges for any additional beauty shop services, as far as nails and everything like that. Safety and care. This facility has a 5-star rating on Medicare.gov, takes action to improve quality and staffing as needed, allowed to see personal doctors if need to, and also provides transportation to those appointments as well. There are two nearby hospitals if needed, one in Tarboro, North Carolina, and one in Greenville. There are planned meetings with residents and family members that can be appointed at flexible times, and there are annual inspections given if there is a complaint. For preventive abuse, the relationship between the staff and residents are pleasant. There are multiple background checks from staff. There is no retaliation on reporting any abuse or neglect, and taking actions are taken very seriously about from residents regarding abuse, neglect, mistreated, or exploitation. Information on site, how to report concerns, are on their website, and there are also handouts. Protocols are in place on how to report concerns. Facility has been cited for issues related to abuse in the last 2 or 3 years, but have been rectified. They usually take about a 1 to 2 day process, and they try to get everything resolved within 5 days. Nursing home appearance. The nursing home is clean, well groomed, and all residents are appropriately dressed for that time of day or season. No overwhelming unpleasant odor, and appears to be well kept. Nursing home temperature is comfortable for residents. They're good lighting. They use LED lighting. And the noise in the dining room areas right now is very quiet due to COVID. A lot of the residents like to eat in their rooms, so there's really not a lot of noise in those areas. Nursing home living space. The the furniture is very sturdy and comfortable. The exits are marked. Designated areas are quiet where family members and friends can visit. And like I was saying earlier, they get handouts before they become residents, where all the exits and emergency exits are located in the facility. Home space, they have smoke detector sprinklers that are inspected annually unless they do have a complaint. They have wheelchair access in all the areas, and they have handrails and grab bars in the hallways and bathrooms for safety. The menus, they have a buffet style menu. The residents have a choice. They usually get soup and salad for each meal except for breakfast. And there are certain dietary needs for certain residents. They can receive that as well. their nutritious snacks, and they're also dependent on if there are any dietary needs as well. Staff can assist residents with food and drink if need to. Staff must knock on residents' door before entering the room, address the resident by name, no pet names. They offer much training and continued education. There is an included staff, licensed nursing staff, does not allow certified nurse aides. They are allowed for them to help plan for the residents' care. The schedule are posted for all shifts. Personal person on staff meet with social worker if the director is not able to. They can call a doctor for a resident if needed. No turnovers in administrative leave. They have a pretty steady staff. Primary language spoken if or an interpreter is needed. Each resident can have personal belongings, storage space, a window in their room, access to the internet. They can choose a roommate if they would like one, and there are locks for protection of their property. I did learn from this facility that a lot of they do have roommates, but they do not have to share closets. They have their own closet space. The activities that are at the facility, they can choose to take part in activities. If they still can't leave their room, they have help from staff. They can choose the activities that are available, involved in indoor and outdoor activities, be assisted by staff to go outside, choose when they want to take a bath or go to sleep. They can have visitors at any time as long as they are okay during COVID regulations. They have an active but small volunteer group due to COVID as well. And if there are any religious or cultural support needed, the facility will make sure they get that as well. Any residents get that as well. Caring for residents with dementia, it is a very, 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 they do have an area for it, but right now they do not have any. So there are no residents with dementia that are prescribed any antipsychotic medication. Some of the critiques for the strengths of this place, they have a drug reduction program. They offer short-term rehabilitation and also hospice. There's a psychologist that visits and treats on site if needed. And visitation has increased now that some of the COVID regulations are being lifted. Some of their weaknesses was there's no Alzheimer's unit. There are no disabled younger adults. And there are not a lot of practices from the eating alternative. Although I did mention them to Miss Julie, she did say that it was something that she wanted to implement later in her career while she was there. I would like to thank her because she was a very good, she had a very good spirit, and I enjoyed talking with her. Although I was not able to actually visit the facility, but she made it seem like I was there with all the information she gave. My Bible perspective. And in conclusion, the experience I had speaking to Julie Daughtry taught me that nursing home facilities are truly advocates not only for their residents but for their staff. This presentation has taught me that no nursing home is perfect. All rooms, they all have room for improvement, but if a facility is able to ensure safety and care, protection against abuse, and provide an essential living space, it is above average. Thank you very much.